So the Wales squad is out. There's a couple of interesting call-ups. It's an interesting looking squad as a whole. I'll get through it and then we can talk about it. So I'm going to quickly run through. We've got Kieran Azarati, Adam Beard, Liam Belcher, James Botham, Rhys Carey, Ben Carter, Ollie Cracknell, Harry Deeves, Ryan Elias, Tom Francis, Archie Griffin, Dav Jenkins, Dewi Lake, Alex Mann, Josh McLeod, Tane Plumtree, Nicky Smith, Gareth Thomas, Freddie Thomas and Aaron Wainwright. And then in the backs we've got Josh Adams, Sam Costello, Dan Edwards, Jared Evans, Mason Grady, Kieran Hardy, Gabe Hamer-Webb, which was an interesting one, Joe Hawkins, Louie Hennessey, Eddie James, Ellis Mee, Ruben Morgan-Williams, Blair Murray, Lewis Rees-Zammit, Tom Rogers, Ben Thomas, Owen Watkin and Thomas Williams. So it's a little bit of an interesting squad, to be totally honest with you. First player I'm going to talk about is no Jack Morgan named in the squad. Obviously we knew he's injured, but we were kind of hoping he might be ready for the end of the tournament. He's not been named, so we'll probably take it for granted that he's not going to be ready. Same maybe for Faletau. They can of course be called up, but the fact that they're not in the squad named kind of puts doubt on the fact that they're going to be available later on. And what's the point in rushing Jack back if he's not going to be 100%? Let him get ready and let him move on, let him be ready for future battles. Then Tom Francis getting called up. I know a lot of people will be happy about this because people constantly say in the comments we need to get Tom Francis back in. I haven't seen a lot of him play, I have to be honest, so I don't know what kind of form he's in and how sort of fit he is and stuff. Is he still scrummaging strong? That is going to be the question, but any help we can have at tight head is going to be useful because it is a position we have really struggled in. So bringing back a player of his experience who's been there during the good times as well. So, I'm pretty happy with that call up. Then Gabe Hamer-Webb was the real head scratcher for me, especially when you consider there is no Tom Bowen. I understand he's 19 and let him develop, but when you're bringing in Gabe Hamer-Webb, who hasn't really featured an awful lot for Leicester, 7 times this season. Half of those are in the Premiership Cup as well. Only recently really broke into the first team. Played a couple of games in the Prem and some in the Champions Cup. I understand he's a big guy. He offers that aerial threat that maybe they're looking for. But I didn't really get that one. When you look at the 2 try-scoring records, no tries for Hamer-Webb all season. 7 and 9 for Tom Bowen. Doesn't really make an awful lot of sense to me. But then you look at the centres, which is one I was really curious to see. Who is he going to go with in the centres? He's named a couple. We've got Joe Hawkins, Louie Hennessey, Eddie James and Ben Thomas. And out of those, I think, we're obviously going to see Owen Watkin as well, We're going to see a new centre partnership again, which is a little bit annoying. That obviously it is because Max Llewellyn is not fit, so we're not going to be able to name another settled centre partnership. I would like to see Eddie James have a look at 13 with maybe Owen Watkin. With the experience, I expect to see Owen Watkin in the matchday squad, whether it's 12 or 13, with all that experience coming back, and he looks like he's in pretty decent form. But overall, I don't really know what to make of this squad, to be honest. It's kind of all over the place. I understand we've got to try and win games, but there's not, there's like no direction. It's like there's some younger players, but he's brought back some older players, left out other older players, maybe like a Jake Ball. Adam Beard has been injured for a few weeks and he's going to be coming back. It's kind of scattergun to me. That's just my opinion looking at it. And I can't look at that and say what we want to do, other than we're probably going to see a continuation of the autumn where we're kicking the ball and trying to compete and try to get territory that way. Hopefully we can shore up the defence, and hopefully some of the names that have come back, Ryan Elias is back in there as well. Some of these experienced players can shore things up and make us more competitive. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this squad, I got to be honest. Let me know what you think though, and I will catch you on the next one.